This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, Invercargill business owners were angry to find their windows smashed when they arrived at work today. A Frankton Motor Camp resident in Queenstown is speaking out about what he describes as being kicked out of his home. And Invercargill's public library was a muggle-free zone on Saturday as it hosted its first Harry Potter themed event. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. A number of businesses along an Invercargill street were the target of vandals in the early hours of this morning. Nith Street business owners arrived at their properties to find smashed windows and thousands of dollars worth of damage.
Just weeks before the opening of Invercargill's new trampoline park, owner John Smart didn't count on this. He arrived at work this morning to find smashed windows, glass-covered floors and rocks thrown through the walls of his new building.
There's probably $12,000 worth of windows here, if not more. Easy.
So have the police said anything to you?
No, it's under investigation and they'll do a good job. They will get on top of this. The CCTV is probably going to catch someone out, no doubt. So, yeah, and hopefully they'll get brought to justice.
And it wasn't just Smart's business targeted by the vandals, with the building attached to St Mary's Basilica undergoing repairs today, as well as a number of other businesses in the Nith Street area.
It's just sad that it's not just us, it's a lot of other businesses have been affected. Well, it makes you wonder what's in people's brains to do such terrible damage. Yeah, really sad. They've thrown rocks so hard that they've actually embedded themselves in the jib board. Gone through two windows upstairs, like not just one window, gone through two. It's just phenomenal.
Police said there had been a significant amount of damage done to properties throughout Invercargill between the hours of 3 and 8 a.m. Anyone with information should contact police on 021 191 8698 or call the Invercargill Police Station on 03 211 0400. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
A woman found comatose in public toilets in the Queenstown CBD early on Sunday provided a timely reminder for people to look after their friends, according to Queenstown Police. The 27-year-old was found by members of the public and police in the Athol Street toilets at 4 a.m. Sergeant Kate Peravano says the woman was incapable of locking the door. Also on Saturday, another 27-year-old woman was glassed in the face in Queenstown, receiving a 4-centimetre cut which needed stitches. Sergeant Peravano says a glass was thrown at the woman in one of the resort's bars. A Frankton Motor Camp resident in Queenstown is speaking out about what he describes as being kicked out of his home. In an exclusive interview with the South Today, Brad Trainer explains why he thinks it's crazy for the Queenstown Lakes District Council to evict him and about 100 other camp residents in August 2019. Mina Amsa reports.
Sipping coffee at his Frankton Motor Camp home, 64-year-old Brad Trainer reminisces of the little time left in his 2-bedroom cabin.
They've all got to go. The council said everything the council doesn't own has got to be removed off the site.
He and about 100 other residents will have to find new homes by August 2019.
I believe 105 cabin owners of caravans and cabins, and they're all going to be in the same boat. And what I would hate to see is in 5 years' time it's sitting here dead empty and nothing's done to it and everybody's been kicked out.
The land which Trainer lives on is partly owned by Queenstown Lakes District Council, who has indicated that it would unlikely be used as a motor camp home site in the future. He says it's unfair that he and other residents have to leave, saying it's going to worsen the housing crisis in the resort. He decided to put up his relocatable home for sale this week.
mainly because I can't afford to transport it anywhere, and then I don't have anywhere to put it. I've got to buy land to put this somewhere else, and then I've got to pay to have it put there.
It would cost up to $10,000 to relocate his home and another $10,000 to get it fitted on new land. Trainer suffered a stroke 4 years ago, so he can't work and has to rely on government benefits to make ends meet. He's been a resident of the camp on and off since 1998 and wants to stay. He plans to relocate further south of Queenstown to Riverton. However, that's all up in the air. He is sad to see a place revered by many Kiwis as a holiday destination will now be taken away. Mina Amso, The South Today.
A 22-year-old woman suffered serious injuries after her quad bike rolled at a rural property north of Oamaru yesterday afternoon. Emergency services were alerted to the scene on Stewart Road at Hilderthorpe about 2 p.m. The woman was airlifted to a Dunedin hospital after being assessed by St John ambulance staff at the scene. Police also attended but were stood down shortly after arriving. There were no muggles allowed at the Invercargill Public Library on Saturday night for the first Harry Potter themed teen event. A record number of teenagers attended the evening for the library's first night at Hogwarts. Sharon Rees has more.
On Saturday night, the Invercargill Public Library was all about double-double, toil and trouble. No fires burned, but cauldrons certainly bubbled. Harry Potter was the theme for the library's after-hours event, organised by its teenage volunteers known as Volunteens.
They are all keen Harry Potter fans, so they had all these ideas. So they came up with all the activities and everything, and then I kind of just made sure that everything worked together.
Almost 50 budding witches and wizards participated in events to collect house points, including flying swooping evil planes, making their way through a maze to hone their defence mechanisms, and even delving into magic potions. Cunningham said it was the most popular teen event to date.
49 kids, which is the biggest event that I've ever run. I think 25 has been the biggest. I have never had to cut the registrations of any of my events, and this one we had to stop registrations because we capped, so it was really good.
She said the library has been hosting such events to better connect with teenagers, and that a Star Wars themed event may be on the cards.
We have been doing more and more teen events in the last couple of years, so I'm hoping that we will. I think one of the feedback was to do a Star Wars, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to do a Star Wars after hours event for teens as well.
And with the Harry Potter themed night being such a serious success, the Invercargill Public Library would be ridiculous not to follow it up. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, a group of Dunedin photographers are showing their work at a group show, and machines of all shapes and sizes were on parade in Ashburton.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
Wait for seed to germinate. Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz. Active Interior Design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington. If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
It's on again, the Star Regent 24-hour book sale. Starts noon the 8th of June. Don't miss out.
At Action Engineering, the team make their mark as innovators in engineering because they don't just make things, they provide solutions. Call now on 477-1643 or go online to see the services they provide.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Step into Shop on Carol and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Dunedin's top football on Channel 39, Saturdays at 7, Sundays at 2 and Tuesdays at 3:30.
Welcome back. 2 flood warnings have been issued for inland Otago today as a blast of wintry weather hits the south. A cold front was making its way up the South Island this morning, bringing heavy rain and strong winds. The heaviest rain was expected in Fiordland, Westland south of Otira and the headwaters of the Otago and Canterbury lakes and rivers. Rain, gale and snow are forecast for the region overnight. Road users are advised to take extra care when driving due to potential surface flooding. Dunedin's Community Gallery is currently the venue for an exhibition featuring 4 of Dunedin's commercial photographers. The South Today went to have a look at the images on display.
4 prominent Dunedin photographers have been showing their works over the last week at the Princes Street Community Gallery. Photographer Clive Copeman says the images on display were created with considerable forethought and preparation.
You don't just rock up and take a snap. We're not snap shooters. It's all about what we're trying to say with the image that determines the work that we put into it.
Copeman's photographs undergo a lot of digital manipulation before they are ready to be printed.
My images are composites. I'm bringing together some of my favourite Dunedin characters with some of my favourite Dunedin spaces, because I think we've got some great stuff to show off in this town. So I shoot my characters in the studio, and it takes a lot of work to match the lighting between studio and location, and then there's a lot of other post-production work going in to make them look realistic. But really most of the work is in the conceptualising beforehand.
One of the models is City Councillor and media host Damien Newell, who is pleased to be part of the complex process, even if he wasn't the first choice for photographic model.
I think, truth be told, Ian Taylor was unavailable. I was a reserve, but gladly so. And the artistic integrity belongs to Clive. I just stood there and looked silly.
The exhibition is being shown at Dunedin's Princes Street Community Gallery, and Copeman says the space is a valuable one for the city.
The Community Gallery is a fantastic resource for this city. I've seen some wonderful work in here by groups that would really struggle to get their stuff in the face of the public in any other place. And, you know, it's so central.
The photographic exhibition at Dunedin's Community Gallery finishes up tomorrow. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
Aeroplane cockpits on trailers, trucks galore, emergency vehicles and more were some of the vehicles on show during the Greg Donaldson Contracting Wheels Week plus parade around Ashburton's Central Business District. The South Today had a camera on the sidelines.
People, young and old, scattered along the parade route, watched as more than 100 vehicles wove around the streets of Ashburton on the final day of Wheels Week. The Mid-Canterbury event is in its 28th year and takes the district's many wheel-related events and combines them into one action-packed event. This traction engine was among the highlights for many. The parade path on Sunday started from Moana Square around 10:30 a.m. and travelled north along East Street to the Clock Tower. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, hundreds of scooters trek across the Southern Alps as part of the Trans-Alpine Scooter Safari, and Oamaru's Town Opera House provides a stunning venue for the Performing Arts Society Festival.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Happy with this product demonstration, Ralphie. Oh, relax. It's all about balance. The balance between softness and strength. And my balance is perfect. So we won't fall? Of course not.
Hi, Ralphie.
Oh, hey there. Whoa. You fell for it. Yep, I fell for it. Cotton Softs. Softness and strength you can trust. I'm Cotton Soft on the environment too.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
It's on again, the Star Regent 24-hour book sale. Starts noon the 8th of June. Don't miss out.
At Action Engineering, the team make their mark as innovators in engineering because they don't just make things, they provide solutions. Call now on 477 1643 or go online to see the services they provide.
Step into Shop on Carroll and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Active Interior Design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington. Why wait for seed to germinate? Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
Join us! 7 p.m. Saturdays, 2 p.m. Sundays, 3:30 Tuesdays. Oakley's off the bar.
Thanks for staying with us. Hundreds of scooters crossed the Southern Alps on Sunday as part of the Transalpine Scooter Safari. Held every 2 years, the event raises hundreds of thousands of dollars for the New Zealand Cancer Society.
Described by one spectator as sounding like a mad bunch of bumblebees. 270 scooter riders took a break in Sheffield on their journey to traverse the Southern Alps for charity. They departed from Christchurch on Sunday morning to ride through Arthur's Pass and arrive in Hokitika just before dark. While many wore fancy dress, the event is considered to be one of the coldest, longest, hardest and most gruelling and uncomfortable tests of endurance to perform on a city scooter. This year's fleet of scooters raised more than $300,000 for the Cancer Society, pushing the total funds raised since 2009 to being more than $1 million. And many of the participants are keen to come back for the next Transalpine Scooter Safari in 2020. The News, North Canterbury, for the South Today.
This weekend, the annual Oamaru Performing Arts Society Festival was held in the town's Opera House. The South Today went to have a look front and backstage.
Backstage was busy with performers waiting their turn for the 81st annual Oamaru Performing Arts Society Festival on Friday. There were around 250 competitors, with numbers being slightly down from last year. Publicity officer Rosemary Zuis said the event is one that attracts lots of friends and families.
Lots of local come along and perform. And that brings the grandies and the aunties and uncles along.
Yep. The festival's categories include speech, vocal, instrumental, Highland and national dancing, tap dancing, hip-hop and ballet. Running each year since the 1940s, the festival attracts performers from around the South Island. Oamaru Mail for the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Invercargill business owners were irate to find their properties with many smashed windows and thousands of dollars worth of damage. Brad Traynor explains why he thinks it's crazy for the Queenstown Lakes District Council to evict him and about 100 other camp residents by next year. And no muggles were allowed at the Invercargill Public Library on Saturday night for its first Harry Potter themed teen event. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Phil Somerville. What have you got for us in tomorrow's paper?
Yes, tomorrow's the fresh day and the emphasis is on recipes. The main feature is about making pizzas Italian style, and there's the Ask a Chef is from a cafe in Glenorchy, which sounds very nice, a plum and berry wholemeal slice. So lots of recipes through that section. We feature the E-Mob campaign that the mayors of Clutha and Central Otago are launching to try to save the Roxburgh Children's Village. So more details about that in the paper. We also look at the petrol prices, which we all know have gone through the roof in the last week. Interesting enough, it appears prices are 10 cents cheaper in Invercargill than Dunedin.
Yeah, I can't understand
why?
The regional variances that we see.
No. Teddy Bear Hospital, it's wildly successful, and we have a nice story from there. That's where children take their teddy bears to be fixed up and medical students help. So it's cute as. And I thought I'd mention what's with that. That's Paul Gorman's column. There's a picture there from Oamaru with a chap on a mobility scooter, and he's towing two young fellas in a line on ordinary little scooters, on push scooters. And finally, I thought I'd mention, he asked the question, where it came up through a reader comment, where in Dunedin and when can you watch the sun setting over the sea?
Fantastic. It'd be interesting to see what people have got to say on that one. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Today's southern view is of pedestrians braving tonight's rain in Dunedin. Looking at the situation, cold for the rest of this week as southwesterly airflow remains over the southern districts. Expect a period of snowy showers to low levels on Friday and Saturday as a front passes over. Looking at the southern towns, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden are in for strong winds, snow showers and a high of 6. Looking at what's in store for the Central Lakes area, Alexandra, you're in for gusty southwesterlies and a high of 8. Queenstown and Wanaka can expect winds with clear skies and highs of 7 or 8. Te Anau is more wintry with strong winds, snow showers and a high of 6. To the northern towns, Timaru and Oamaru are in for fresh winds, clear skies and a high of 9 or 10. Inland at Omarama and Twizel you can expect gusty winds, clear skies and a high of 8. In Dunedin tonight, cloud will increase with westerly winds and an overnight low of 5. It should be mostly fine tomorrow with cloud and sunny periods and very cold blustery winds, plus a chilly high of 7 and a low of 3. Sleety showers will develop early on Thursday morning, then skies will clear during the day. Moderate cold winds, a high of 10 and a low of 4. And in Invercargill, it will be cloudy tonight with showers and gusty winds and an overnight low of 4. Brace yourselves tomorrow for cloudy skies with wintry cold showers, strong to near gale force, very cold winds with a high of 6 and a low of 4. Showers clearing on Thursday but remaining very cold with strong winds, a high of 8 and a low of 4. So wrap up and keep warm. That's our news for this Tuesday. For the latest news from the southern region, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz. I hope you have a great evening. Take care. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.